Okay. Good afternoon, American history students. Got a few of you, about four of you logged in right now. We'll see if anybody else does, but I appreciate you guys showing up. I've got you muted to start the session today just so we don't have a lot of interference going on to start the session. But I'll be unmuting you shortly to see if you have any questions about the uh, Cesar Chavez boycott activity, which you can still turn in today yet. Okay. Before I do that, I sent out an email about this morning. Hopefully, you've had a chance to read it, and hopefully, you're aware of by now um, that Governor DeWine has ordered all schools to remain closed for the remainder of the school year and to just continue to do distance learning. Um, that's unfortunate. That's not ideal. It's not the way I want it, and probably not the way you want it. I don't know, but um, it's just unfortunate because what I feel bad for is I feel bad for our seniors in particular who are missing out on a lot of the neat events that come at the end of their senior year, um, and hopefully we'll be able to do some of those in other ways. But I also feel bad for kids who are involved in things in spring in particular. I mean, besides the day-to-day interactions in school, you feel bad, and some of you may be involved in things as well in the spring, whether it be musical or band performance or athletics. Baseball and track goes on in the spring, and I just feel bad that kids are missing those opportunities. I mean, I guess particularly the seniors, of course, because this was their last chance at those activities. But really, any kids are involved in those things because you know you only got a short time in your life to do that stuff, and it's just sad that they're missing out on some of it. So I just feel bad. I do think that Governor DeWine is doing a nice job uh, with his leadership um, concerning this issue of the coronavirus. I think he's taken some good steps. He appears to be listening to the experts and prioritizing, saving lives and beating this thing. And hopefully by the fall, things will be back to normal or close back to normal. I don't know if you saw in the announcement, but he did mention the possibility of some type of blended learning situation going on in the fall if if the virus is still affecting the country. So we'll see how that goes. Might be some type of gradual reentry into the normal school environment next fall. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not. Hopefully things will get back to normal this summer. I don't know. But we'll be doing distance learning the rest of the way, and I'm assuming the administration will keep everybody updated on any changes or any updates that might occur, and I'll try to do the same with all of you guys. So try and pay attention to the posts and the announcements and all those things. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is unmute you guys and see if you have any questions about the Cesar Chavez boycott activity in a moment. Some of those have been turned in already. I don't know if I've gotten any graded yet. I did just start grading them this morning, but I don't think I got to social studies 2 yet this morning. Okay. So let me open this activity again really quick and just remind you of some things. If you're still working on it, the reading is here. And then here is my recording, my explanation of things here, if you want my explanation of it. The questions, once again, the first page of the questions are just about the reading. And then the second page is you forming your own boycott, which you may have to do some research for. But that's what the second page is all about. Okay. All right. So I'm going to unmute everybody and see if you have any questions. And if you don't, that's fine. I'll tell you about your next two assignments and then we can call it a day. And here's somebody else I'm admitting as we speak. Okay. So I'm going to unmute everybody here. Okay. Does anybody have any final questions about the Cesar Chavez boycott activity? Or are we good on that? What do you think, guys? If we're good, I'll move on to the next assignment. Let me pause here for a moment, see if anyone has a question. Okay, good. Now, if a question pops in your heads while I'm talking, feel free to ask it. If you want to post something on the chat, I do have the chat enabled too. Okay. I'll go ahead and leave you unmuted. So for now, we're not getting a lot of interference. Uh, and see if you have any questions as I talk about things. Okay, I'm going to go back to our Google Classroom page, and I'm going to scroll up to, or I'm going to go to the main page here, the stream page, right? And I'm going to go up. So there's our Zoom session, right? Oh, wait, that's last week. Sorry. I did post this yesterday. I don't know if you had a chance to read it, but you might find that interesting. This is not an assignment, kids. This is not an assignment. This is just informational. It's a good article I read over the weekend about the coronavirus and why we're doing what we're doing. So if you're interested in that, just read it. It's short. There's a little chart on there. Just informational. This is not a repeat. This is not an assignment. But if you want to read it and be more informed about the coronavirus, it might be a good idea. Okay, so I posted this today, but this is not due until the end of the day on Thursday. I'm just posting some things in advance, give kids flexibility with their schedules, all those things. Some of you are working and all those things. I know that. So, but this is not due until the end of the day Thursday. So don't panic just because it's posted today. The only thing I need from you today is the boycott activity. And all due dates are flexible right now. Remember, the reason why I'm posting due dates right now is to trying to encourage you to keep pace and to help me keep pace. But due dates are flexible right now. Just keep communicating with me if you need to. Okay, so this activity, I don't think will be too difficult for you. But of course, please ask me if you can't find something. Send me a message. What I've done is posted 2 video segments from a documentary called Makers, which is about the ERA or the Equal Rights Amendment. Okay. And actually, this is a great documentary. You can watch all of it if you want to. But I just posted a couple segments, and I got these questions from the PBS website. The first segment is only about 2 minutes. Okay. And then the second segment is about 10 minutes. And then you just have questions to answer. And there are 7 questions, and it's going to be 2 points a question. So that'll be a 14-point assignment. And I think the answers are pretty clear cut with most of the questions. But once again, ask me if you need help. And what's nice about watching a video and answering questions is, you can move the cursor back and forth, and listen to, if you want to listen to the narrator a few times to get your answers, of course you can do that. So you can move your cursor back and forth and listen to it multiple times if you need to. The last question, there are probably a few different answers to that one. It's towards the end of the second video. So if you want to, if there's probably a few different ways you can answer it that I'll accept. Just prove to me that you watched the video, of course. Okay. All right. Cool. So that's that assignment. That one, I don't know if that one's too tough to explain. Any questions about that one? That is not due until the end of the day Thursday. Now I will tell you this. There are 2 things you're going to have to do on Thursday, because Tuesday and Thursday are instruction days. So those are days in which I can talk to you, present stuff to you, or give you a test or quiz. Okay. So every Tuesday or Thursday, there's either going to be a lecture posted or a Zoom session or a quiz or test. Okay. Or maybe some type of class discussion that I can come up with. That's what we're going to do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now with the lectures, I am giving you points. It's just 5 points, but I am giving you points for commenting on those or asking a question about those, because I'm trying to give you an incentive to listen to them. Okay. And remember, those lectures, you can multitask with those. You can listen to those while you're doing the dishes. So, you can listen to those, make a comment or something. Okay. So, because I know some of them turned out to be pretty longer than I would like them to be, but I'm trying to cover a lot of stuff in the limited time that I have. So, so Thursday, you'll have 2 things that you'll need to do. One is the lecture, listen to that and respond to it with a question or comment. And then this is due by the end of the day on Thursday. But once again, due dates are flexible right now. I was really strict on due dates in the beginning because, here's another student to admit, because my impression was that I had to be given a lesson every day, and I was worried about kids keeping pace, and I was worried about myself keeping pace, and I was kind of stressing out, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? So, but now due dates are flexible. So if you don't get the lecture done on Thursday or this done on Thursday, remember Friday is a catch-up day. So you could finish that stuff on Friday and submit it. Okay. But try to keep pace if you want to do well. That's going to help me. Right? That's going to help me. I'm going to mute some people here. That's if you keep pace, that does help me, and it's only going to help you too. You're not going to feel overwhelmed. Okay. So this assignment is due by the end of the day Thursday, and you also need to listen to my lecture this week on Thursday, which is on the conservative response to the counterculture movement and Watergate. Watergate's going to be in there too. Okay. So try to do those on Thursday. Once again, due dates are flexible right now. Okay, and then I want to tell you about another assignment, but I haven't even posted this one yet. I repeat, I have not posted this assignment yet. This one will be posted on Thursday, but it's not due until a week from Thursday. Okay, so if you follow that timeline that I've given to you, you'll see when things are getting posted. So this one will be posted on Thursday, but it's not due until the following Thursday. Okay, just to give you a chance to take a look at it. Maybe you're working ahead and all that stuff. It's kind of the way online learning works. People kind of pace themselves. Okay, all right. Now, so here's what I'm going to have you do. So this is actually your test essay. Okay, so your test is actually next Thursday. I'm just posting this early because you may need to look up some things for it, and you got to think about it a little bit. So this is not due until the 30th. Okay, end of the day on the 30th. I want you to view this as your test essay. Okay, last time with this online learning, I gave you quizzes, questions, and you had some extended responses to answer. This is that. This is the extended response. Okay. So what I've done is I've made a list of presidential scandals. If we were in school right now, we would be doing a bracket challenge with this. I don't know if you guys remember, but we did a bracket challenge on U.S. assassinations earlier in the year, Kennedy assassination and several others. And for me, that was fun. I hope you guys had some fun with it too, but for me, it was fun. A little bit of competition, chance to earn some bonus points, stuff like that. I was going to do that with, and I guess we're focusing on some dark topics, right? We did assassinations and now scandals, right? But it was a way for me to be a little bit creative with Watergate, to do something besides just talk about it, and to have a little bit of competition and fun. So we would have done one on presidential scandals. Unfortunately, we're not meeting every day, so we can't do that bracket challenge. So instead, I've decided to make this assignment your test essay for this unit. Once again, not due until April 30th. Okay. So what I've done here is I've given you a list of scandals, and I've given you a thesis statement. So basically, you'll fill in these blanks, and you'll have to support it. All right. So your essay should support the thesis statement above. The thesis should be a multiple paragraph essay. So remember, this is like an extended response question. Usually I require 2 paragraphs for those. Now, some of you lose points on those because you don't give me 2 paragraphs, you only give me 1. So try to come up for 2 with this. Not too bad, right? I think you can do that. Try to make them at least 5 sentences. Push yourself a little bit. So think about 2, and maybe I should put that in instructions. 1, 2, so let's see, let's do that right now. The essay should be a multiple paragraph essay. Let's go. Paragraphs should be, if I can type here, should be at least 5 sentences in length. That'll help kids out. Okay. Especially since it's open book, right? This is open book, guys. Okay. It's an open book, open note. So this is the test essay for the counterculture and conservative response unit. Once again, it's not due until April 30th, which is a week from Thursday. Okay. So what I did is I came up with a list of 15 presidential scandals in American history. And I like doing assignments like this because it gives kids some choice. It also allows them to review some things if they want, to focus on time periods maybe they're interested in. It allows them to deal with events that we haven't gotten to yet. This one allows you to deal with current events. So it does give you some choice. Because if you look at what I've done here, So these first two scandals are from early in the nation's history, shortly after the American Revolution. These, let's see, this one, this one, this one, and this one are all shortly after the Civil War. This one is turn of the century, like 1898 through 1902, entering the 20th century. This one is World War I. This one is Roaring Twenties. And then we do fast forward a little bit to the 60s, early 70s with the Vietnam War with Johnson and Nixon. Now, here's the thing. My lecture on Thursday, the last part of that is going to be on Watergate. So if everybody chooses to do Watergate, I'm okay with that. That's what this chapter is about, okay, or at least part of it. So everybody does Watergate, that's fine. Use my notes, answer the question. But I'm trying to give kids some choice. And we do get beyond what we're talking about with this assignment. If you want to get into some more recent stuff, we've got a scandal from the 80s here with President Reagan, 90s with Bill Clinton, early 2000s with George W. Bush. And then if you want to get into current events, there have been several scandals during the Trump administration. The ones I think are the most important to look at, though, are the ones that deal with election interference. Okay, so those would be the ones that you should probably look at if you want to deal with some current issues. Okay, so you have choice here, and I am going to give you notes on Watergate. All I need you to do for this, guys, and you've got a lot of time to do it, all I need you to do for this is give me 2 paragraphs. If you want to give me more, you can. Effort's great, right? This is a test essay. Treat it like it's a test essay. But I do need your sources at the end. You know, what sources did you use? Sources you can use, of course, is a textbook. You can use my lecture notes. And then, of course, you can go online to find other sources if you want. Okay? Please don't copy and paste. I know how you guys write. Do your own work. Do your own work. Usually I can catch that. Maybe sometimes kids fool me, right? But please do your own work. I've seen a lot of your guys' writing at this point, so I know how you write. Okay? Proofread carefully. Don't lose points. Don't break the writing rules. I'll have the writing rules listed at the top when you guys turn this in. And actually, maybe I'll put that on this document. I'll put that in this document. So I'll have the writing rules on here. So don't forget about those when you do a test essay. Okay? So that's what I want to do with this Zoom session. One more opportunity to talk about the Cesar Chavez boycott activity, look at the ERA video assignment, and this assignment, which isn't due until the end of the day, next Thursday. I'm trying to do one Zoom session a week, and I'm recording them for other kids to listen to if they want to. Okay? I'm going to unmute you, and then if you have any questions, we'll deal with that. If not, we're done. Okay? So I'm going to unmute everybody and see if you have a question here. Anybody have a question about these 3 assignments? Cesar Chavez, Equal Rights Amendment, or the presidential scandal essay? I am dramatically pausing just in case. I don't see anything in the chat. No questions. Okay. There will. Oh, wait. Evan,
Wait.
you got something for me, buddy?
Yeah.
What you got, dude?
So for the video questions,
Right.
it says in the classroom that it's due on Thursday, but it's due on the 30th.
No, the video questions are due this Thursday. This one is not due until next Thursday. Okay. So I hope I'm not confusing you guys.
Okay.
I've only got a couple days I can talk to you. So sometimes I'm talking about multiple assignments. Okay. I haven't even posted this one yet. I'm going to post that on Thursday, but it's not due until the 30th, just to give you time to maybe look up some things and read some stuff. This one is due end of day Thursday. I don't think this one will take you long to do. You know, watch the videos, answer the questions. But if you need help, please feel free to ask. Okay. And pay attention to the posts, guys. Pay attention to the posts. The posts usually have the due dates on it. Okay. If they don't, then please contact me. I made a mistake. But they should have the due dates on there. Good question, Evan. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this session. If a question pops into your beautiful brains afterwards, send me a message through Remind or email, right? Heck, if you ever want to do a Zoom session of your own with me, send me an invitation and we'll talk. Okay. So there are ways you can communicate with me. And yeah, I guess that's all I got. I hope everybody's staying healthy. Try to do your best. I'm so proud of the kids who are still trying to learn and do their best in these circumstances. I can't stress that enough. And most of them are. There are some kids who have checked out, unfortunately, but most of my students are turning their work still. And that's good to see. So I really appreciate that. And I appreciate your hard work. Okay. All right. I'm going to end the meeting now. I will post this for anybody else who wants to view it. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And contact me if you need help. And I'll talk to you next time. All right, kids. Take care. I'm going to end the meeting.